Hi everyone, my name is Mustafa and I'll be sharing my thoughts on the recent Man U transfer campaign, how far it's gone, even though when you look back at the last 2-3 months, we're linked with targets like Elliot Anderson, Fernandez of Matthews Fernandez of who is now a player of Tottenham, Tchouaméni, who has now extended his contract at Real Madrid, and I think Watson of Crystal Palace. But when you look at all those players, of course, Sandro Tonali too, they were players that they were good. I won't say some of them are top tier. I don't think Matthew Fernandez is top tier. Of course, he has the potential to be top tier, but I don't think he is right now. Sandro Tonali too, they are good, but these are players that they are overpriced, if I'm being honest. There is nowhere Sandro Tonali is worth 100 million. There's nowhere, or there's no market that, what is his name? Matthew Fernandez is actually worth 85 million. Elliot Anderson is being priced around, I think, 120 to 140 million. These are huge amounts of money. And these guys are not up to that amount, if we're being honest to ourselves. So, Man U has been able to say that, no, we are not going to be paying audacious sums for some of these players who are definitely overpriced. Because, I mean, in the past, we've done that, and it didn't work. We spent almost 100 million for Anthony. We all knew how that ended. We spent lots of money for Pogba, for Di Maria. We all knew how those, how those spendings ended, right? So I think Man is now taking a stance of the market that, see, we are no longer going to pay lots of money. So what do? We find players who are affordable and who we believe we can pay reasonable amounts for. So Man has gone from signing all those superstars to players like Andre Santos, who is still developing while he was at Chelsea, and we believe he has the potential to really improve. In fact, some analysts have claimed that he has the potential to be the next Casemiro. Maybe not as good as Casemiro, but he has the potential, right? And beyond that, I think some big journalists like Fabrizio Romano and David Austin have all broken the news that Man U has struck an agreement with Yuri Tielemans of Aston Villa. And we all know him. Tielemans was, very magnificent during the World Cup. He was their captain. He did well. He also won the Europa League with Aston Villa recently. So I think when you look at those two players that we've signed, even though the Tielemans deal is not complete, for Andre Santos, 50 million is a good price, if we are being honest. In a market that things are so overpriced, I think it is a good price. He's still young. He can still develop. Tielemans for 35 million is so cheap, and it's quite a good deal, honestly. So we've basically gotten two players for the same amount we would have paid for Fernandez, which I think it is a good thing. So I just think right now, for Tielemans, is a good passer of the ball. Santos has the potential. We now need a player. We now need another midfielder who has the legs, who has the mobility, who can run back and forth, who can go box to box. And maybe we are talking about players like Tchouaméni, if it's still available, because I came across some reports by, I think, Andy Meeting of the Athletic recently, saying that, I think some few hours ago, that the Tchouaméni deal is still on. Man is still trying to see if we can get him. Maybe Tchouaméni, maybe Baleba, maybe Manukoni of France. These are great players, honestly. And I think Andre Santos and Tielemans are not enough. We need more players, and we need that one other midfielder who will be able to help us with mobility in the midfield. If we have that, I think we've had a fair midfield rebuild, and we can always build on that subsequently. And of course, we have to look at other targets too, like getting maybe a left back, a supporting striker. I mean, someone that can compete with Sesko, and what else again do we need? Maybe a winger too. Yes, a winger. This guy, Somerville, I know we are linked with him. We can also get him too. So, but I understand Man U is constrained when it comes to cash right now. But if you can make reasonable deals, you should be able to sign a good number of players. And of course, I wish the team all the best. Thank you for watching. See you on the next.